morning, y'all. Last night's interview with Trump and Rogan was incredible. If you haven't had a chance to catch that. And I do believe Trump is going to win the presidency, but I also believe, y'all, the Democrats are going to crash the dollar the moment Trump gets into office. If you've ever thought about gold or silver, China's been tapping into gold and silver like Lindsay Lohan's been tapping into the minibar. Okay? If they really thought we were moving toward a digital currency, there's no freaking way all these countries would be buying up gold the way they are. Because they're not stupid. So go to protectwithbuddy.com. Just look into some gold, look into some silver. Qualified purchasers are getting $5,000 in free silver right now. And it's not going to get hit with inflation like your dollar. Protectwithbuddy.com. I will put the link below. All right, so a lot of y'all watched this last night. A lot of y'all got some homework to do. But my gosh, y'all, not only was the entire thing engaging, not only would this kind of interview never happen with Kamala because Joe Rogan would have never put up with her laughing, cackling hyena laugh, laughing at the wrong time and then wandering everywhere, never to land the dadgum thing. But at 78 years old, Trump not only proved that he's mentally sharp and he's, sharp as a tack, but he's still that same guy, right? All the stories that he told and all the principles and the strategies that he had in line, coming from a New York builder back in the day, and negotiating billions and billions of dollars and getting stuff done with, buildings and permits where people said, there's no way you can build that building there. There's no way you can get that permit right there. And he's telling stories about how he actually got it done. And to watch Joe Rogan's eyes begin to understand, and to watch a lot of other people who are friends of mine begin to understand perhaps for the first time, holy cow, this is why he was able to step into DC, into politics, and get stuff done. This is why he was able to step into foreign affairs and get stuff done. But the most remarkable thing, maybe it's just to me, of the entire interview, is that you got two guys who are sitting in this room, Joe Rogan and Donald Trump, who were both formerly Democrats, who both think extremely high of other men like Elon Musk and Bobby Kennedy, who were both formerly Democrats. We're talking about a massively influential group of men who have all said the insanity of the Democrat Party is just too dadgum far away. We gotta just move away from this stuff. If you want to call it independent, call it independent. If you want to call it Republican, call it Republican. And that's what it's so freaking intriguing to me, y'all. This is not a bunch of lifetime Republicans or lifetime, MAGA type of guys. These are guys who were just voting Democrat just 10, 15, 20 years ago. No wonder it pisses the left off so much. And that, y'all, was the actual victory from this interview, from my point of view. Here's another reason I think Kamala would be an absolutely terrible idea for Joe Rogan. Do y'all think for 2 seconds that Joe would put up with her handlers in the studio? Do y'all remember what they did to her on Fox News? A bunch of man-hating feminists wearing pantsuits, waving their arms around behind the camera like, wrap it up, wrap it up. Exactly what they did in the Fox interview, telling Joe to wrap it up. He usually goes 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours. They'd be kicked out of the studio sure as hell. If Joe Rogan told Kamala, there's chemicals in the ingredients in America that are illegal in other countries, what do you think about that? You dadgum know she would say, I came from a middle-class family, and we need to be unburdened by what has been. Yeah, I need to be unburdened by what has been the last 3.5 years. Let's be honest. Health should never be a partisan issue. This is why the interview is going to go down in history, because it's amazing to see how two mature people can actually get in a room and navigate things pretty much in unison. Rogan called out The View. He called out Oprah like crazy. He's like, they loved you just a few years ago. What happened? All of a sudden you start running for office. All of a sudden you start winning, and they're paid to hate you. In mass media, y'all, and I've seen it in Nashville with country music. In mass media, you are paid to think a certain way. You're paid, and you're paid a dadgum unbelievable amount of money. And you'll start saying, to think this way actually probably is good business. It ain't that bad. It feels pretty good up here in my mansion when I'm just getting paid to yap whatever I'm supposed to yap. That's why everybody's moving off of mass media. That's why everybody's moving away from cable news. That's why you're here on this channel with 1.1 million other patriots, because everybody else sees through the BS of the cable stuff. Last night peeled back the illusion of Donald Trump is bad. And I think there's going to be a lot of snowflake tears that Rogan got along with Trump so well. And I love that Trump listened to Rogan and heard his point of view out on a few things. He's getting better at that. Matter of fact, not only is he getting better at listening to other people, he looked younger last night. Did anybody else notice that? He looked like 2016 Trump. I don't know how he's aging or if God's just got his hand on him, but don't stop praying for him and don't stop doing everything we're doing. I just want to mention before I wrap this up here, we've gotten more comments and emails on the last 2 videos I've done than pretty much anything this year about a video I did about the witches and curses, and I go through how to pray for hedges of protection over your family. If you haven't caught that, catch that. If you haven't caught the video on the Bible that was saved in North Carolina, that video is incredibly special to me. I did that on Monday. If you're just sitting around on a Saturday and you're Sunday, you're kind of watching this, those are really, really special. But I want to tell y'all, Trump is still the same OG that we all fell in love with back in the 90s when he was running New York City. And now he's sitting down in barbershops talking to people in the Bronx, you know, like human beings. And I don't think that's going to stop once he becomes president. Yeah, he's going to be busy, but he's still the same guy. It's not for votes. So look, go vote early. I just voted yesterday for the 3rd time. And last thing I want to tell you is to get some gold and silver, because I do believe we're going to win, but our dollar may not. Something to think about. God bless y'all. Be good.